Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Long way to go on second down. He's going to throw it again. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches. Powers inside. Breaks into the open. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keeps it on the option. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Left side is Kamara. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. Stanford wants to push the pace.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The fake and wants to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Looking for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Extending the play. Taking a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. Sells to fake. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on third down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Trying to take it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Now this offense is back on the field. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. 2nd and long here. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Escapes the pressure going right. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Now they'll run it to the right here. Shakes off the defender. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They're all over it. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Working the ground game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes a snap. Wants to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've Reach the break, it's NC State on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Got it behind the line. It's Kamara. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. From the gun, running back gets to give. Jumped on top of the pile.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Looks it in. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Buys time to his left. He's going to take off. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. 2nd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Turns it upfield. Let's talk for a second about NC State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun. Right side, it's Bush. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Drops back on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Escapes the sack. At the 20, he's got space. Avoids the punishment with the slide, and a good gain on that run. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Stepping to the right. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Whip it out to the back on the screen. Could not make his way to the corner. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Tight mind in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Working that left side now. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Quick give. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Makes the grab over the middle. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And, man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Leaves it in his belly. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. NC State going up-tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He makes the catch. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught on the outside. It's Connors. Long way to go on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And backed up. 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Now on the move. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Slams it ahead. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Now the Cardinal decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. Gets it to the back. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He'll run it. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. That is no good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie time as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 3 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Gators coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. Moves them to 7-1 on the year, an awfully good start so far. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Carter Finley Stadium. As we take a look at some of the key stats so far, the yardage numbers and the turnover battle, it's probably safe to say the team that wins those categories is going to be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustment.
And that's a live ball behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Unloads in the nick of time.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Give him 96 yards on the ground in this one, and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Still running at the 40. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Firing deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play, But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
He's not afraid to go deep. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Duke. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in the...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
Out wide left, it's Connors. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Stanford quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Give to the single back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Might as well run him again. Driven back. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Not a lot of room to field this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Across the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it, looking for the edge. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Rolling right and going deep. Pulls it in. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Quarterback signaling to his guy. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Fires to the tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. He'll take it himself. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. So now on comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Picked off, what a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get...
Touchdown, Wolfpack! Makes the grab inbound. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Second down to the air. He's open on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Kamara. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Kamara. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Pass to 6. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Stanford! Getting set for the point after.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On the run run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Keeps it himself. Pulls it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Inside the... And he's in. Pounded his way in for a score. Touchdown, NC State. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the